My name is Jean-Pierre Durand. I'm 66 already. I began my career in the press in a local weekly newspaper in September 1981, so almost 40 years. Then I worked for a regional daily, and then I moved to freelance in mid 80s, and I began shooting sport only mid 80s. And then about 20 years ago, after I shot tennis, a few times Roland Garros, and rugby, football in Paris for a regional newspaper in Brittany, I stopped everything, and I'm only shooting athletics for almost 20 years, and it keeps me busy all the year with indoor season, then spring marathons, summer season, fall marathons, and little rest at the end of the year. And time to look through all the thousands, hundreds of thousands of pictures and throw away most of them, in fact. The first one I see now is Eliud Kipchoge on the marathon, of course. And I think it's an interesting picture because you can see all the military around him, because of course security was a big issue in Rio, like more or less everywhere in the world for competitions and the Olympics. And so I choose one spot, and in the background, in fact, it's the building of the headquarters of national security in Brazil. And it's, as always, it's better to have one good picture, if this one can consider as a good one, can be considered as a good one, than a lot of average pictures. Now it's pole vault. It's an event I like really for many reasons. Of course, because usually the French are good. There's a kind of tradition, and we have got in France quite a good bunch of big, very good pole vaulters. It was Galfion 20, 25 years ago. It's now Lavideni and a few others. And here, with this picture and another one to come, it's a way to show how things can change very quickly. Here is celebrating after clearing the bar. And I think on the next picture, everything is done. He's leaving the stadium. He's been beaten by the Brazilian, and nobody is interested in him anymore. And it shows the loneliness of the loser, if I can say so. If I can say that a silver medalist is a loser, of course. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah, really, because there's information in the picture. This one I like it also because there's information. Of course, at the Olympics, it's good to put the Olympic wins in the picture. Here it's I think it's the 200 meters race final, and it shows the huge gap between Usain Bolt and the others. There were two races, one for Bolt and the second one for the others. So this one, there's information in it. It's not a perfectly clean picture because you can see the movie cameras in the background and so on, but there's information in it. That's why it's interesting. Here, and it's quite rare, the picture tells the story by itself, in fact. Yeah, here it's a race walk, I guess 20 kilometers. And it's always important to two things, among others, to have a clean background and to try to locate. And here, on the course of the race walk, it's not very easy to find a clear background. There were many poles with electricity wires and so on. But luckily, after looking for it for quite a long time. I found one where you can see the trees, which is clean, which is nice, which is local, and the mountain. I don't remember its name in the background, but it's Rio. Here you can see it's Rio and nowhere else. In fact, it's always better to have a little bit of luck. Here it was the back straight of the, I think, 5,000 meters first round or second round. Anyway, it was not the final. I would not have chosen this position for a final. And suddenly Mo fell down with another guy, and I was there. It's pure luck. But it reminds me of an excellent picture of my good friend and colleague Olivier Morin from AFP. The picture is shot of Usain Bolt in 2013 in Moscow with the lightning, and nobody can preview the lightning at the perfect moment, a few seconds after, or hundreds of seconds after the end of the race. And Olivier was really fair, saying, "That's luck. That's it. That's it." But some ways, people think, "Oh, it's a great picture," and so on. It's a great photographer. Sometimes it's just luck. That's it. A little bit of luck also. I choose to shoot a close up. I think it was semi-final of the 200 meters, something like that. And it's quite a clean picture because the two athletes in the background are out of focus. It's really sharp on Usain, and it shows it's not smiling. It's kind of I don't know the name in English, but in French we would say rictus, something like that. But yeah, I like it too. It's a decently good picture, but also a part of luck in it, of course.